What's going on, guys? So it's been a while since I've made my last video. My last video was an update video on the engine rebuild of the Del which I'm currently in right now, and that was basically a video on just the update on the engine and putting the transmission onto the block and all that stuff. That's where I left you guys off, and now I have the engine in the car. It's running, everything's doing well. I've got the full exhaust bolted up. It's got new axles, and it's got the full build done. And if you guys haven't seen any of my videos before, I did a low compression turbo setup in the block of my D16Y8 in this Del They're YCP low compression piston tops with H-beam rods. I did have to notch the block for the rods to fit, and then on top of that I just replaced the head gasket, put new valve seals in, cleaned the valves, and that was pretty much it. So that was basically the full rebuild, and now it's running again, and I'm super happy. And the next step is just getting a turbo into the car and getting it making some power. So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of a drive. This will be my second drive in the car, and we'll get started. Runs really smooth now. Obviously it has a little bit of a power loss because of the low compression pistons, but as soon as I get a turbo on this thing, it'll be making some more power. It pops a little bit more now. That's third. I think I can stay in second for now. But yeah, so it used to burn some oil. It doesn't anymore. After that, it might. When I filled it up with oil, though, it did leak oil because I filled it up and I got it pretty much everywhere, and I'm not sure if it's just still burning and dripping, so I have to wait for some time for that to figure out. But yeah, so the next step is basically just getting a turbo on this thing. Step is getting a turbo. I'm just gonna get an eBay turbo kit, nothing too special, and yeah, so that's the next part of the build. That will be coming up this summer, hopefully. I'm gonna try and get this this summer. That was a scrape. I'm gonna try this summer to get as much money saved up for the turbo, and aside from that, I'm really enjoying the car, and I'm really happy it's running again. And yeah, I'll do a quick little pull up here, just from a dig. So I'll get to a stop, get into the middle, make sure everything's clear, and to 35-40, nothing too crazy. That was the first tire squeal since the rebuild. That was pretty enjoyable, even though it's still slow. still enjoyable because it's a Del Sol. But yeah, hopefully I can get the turbo done soon and I can just get the build going. But yeah, so that'll be it for the video of the driving. Tell you guys a little bit more backstory about the engine when I get back to my house. Alright guys, so after the drive, it ran pretty well. I am smelling a little clutch because I had to clutch it a lot to get it up the driveway since it's low compression. It has like very little power in the low RPMs, so I had to clutch it a bit to get it up the driveway. But yeah, so this is my 97 Honda Del Sol SI. It's got a 95 front bumper. I just like it more. It's got a front lip on it. It's lowered on lowering springs. It's got 16-inch wheels. That's basically, aside from the engine build, what I have done to the car. I really enjoy this car. It's my first car. I'm going to turbo it soon, but it's got low compression pistons and H-beam rods, which required a lot of trimming of the block to fit, and a couple other things. So yeah, so just wanted to give you guys a little bit of quick news on the car. I will put all the parts that I got for the car down in the description box below, and I'll also put my Instagram in the description box below, and that way you guys can follow me. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next one.